So we're gonna be working now our self-defense techniques from the ground. So first thing we'll do is a seated back break fall. This is very important for our students to understand if they ever fall backwards, how to protect themselves and not injure themselves. So for this technique, we're gonna start with our ninjas on their bottom just to learn the mechanics of the fall. So we're gonna start on our bottom, sitting down. Okay, legs out in front. So most important thing to protect obviously is the back of our head. So for this, I'm gonna make sure I start with my chin tucked to my chest. Arms are gonna be crossed like I'm Dracula sleeping, right? So this is gonna be our starting position. On the actual fall, I'm rolling on my back. So the first thing I want to hit the floor is my lower back, okay? So I wanna make sure that this happens first. At the same time this happens, I'm gonna maintain my chin to my chest so that my head does not snap and hit the back of the ground. And then I'm gonna slap the ground. When I slap the ground, a couple key concepts. I'm using the palms of my hands, not the knuckles, so that'll hurt for obvious reasons. And when I slap the ground, I'm gonna have my hands closer to my sides rather than having my arms out. The further I bring my arms out, the more strain I place on my arms or my shoulders, okay? So again, as I'm gonna slap, I'm gonna bring my arms back, ricocheting, bouncing off the ground. So I put that together, arms across the chest, chin nice and tucked. I roll on my lower back, making contact, slap the ground, and I fall, okay? Last thing you can add, if you wanna add another element to it, is the ki. The ki is important because it tightens up that stomach, so especially if you're falling hard, you don't wanna get the wind knocked out of you, so I can do a short yell on the end of my fall. One more time. Okay, so most important thing, making sure that my head is not hitting the ground, using the palms, not too far out wide. The next falling defense from this position is standing in base. So obviously we want our students to know to protect themselves if they fall backwards, but more importantly, how to safely get back to their feet, especially in a self-defense situation. So if we're starting here, I'll just kind of show you the concept. I would want to get right on my side. This is going to be my standing in base or ground fighting position. So you'll notice that I'm on one side, okay, one knee up, one knee down. I'm simply gonna just kind of start with my elbow on top of my knee. This is my blocking hand. So in case someone is attacking me, I can kind of use this hand to block an attack or maybe even push someone away to create space. This is my kickstand hand. So I'm kind of holding myself up on this arm. When I get to my feet, I'm simply gonna place and transfer my weight to my back arm, okay? And I'm gonna also kind of balance this foot that's on the bottom in the air. I'm gonna replace my foot where this hand is. And I'm gonna kind of maintain the best posture as I possibly can, and getting to my feet with my guard stance up. So again, let's assume that we fell, or whatever the case is, and we gotta somehow get to our side. So we're on our side. This is a kickstand. I kind of hold myself up from falling backwards. This hand is placed more or less on my knee, protecting my face here. When I'm ready to get to my feet, I'm gonna transfer my weight on my arm. I'm gonna lift my bottom foot. I'm gonna swing this leg around to where my hand is. Try to maintain posture, keeping this hand up, protecting myself, anything in front of me, and getting to my stance and to attack or to run away. So I'll show you faster. Here, get to my feet, like such. One more time. Here, get to my feet. One small thing, if you got that, you'll notice that not only do I get to my feet, but I'm also creating distance. So you'll notice that I'm on a line right here. So when I finish this technique, I actually want to be away from this line, pushing off, creating distance. And the reason why is because, again, if I have an attacker, let's say that's right by this line, and I'm able to just get to my feet, still in front of any attack. So I want to also not only get to my feet, but create space for my attacker as I get to my feet. So last time, standing in base, ground fighting position, push off, create space, replace the hand with a foot, get to your feet. And that's gonna be our two defenses, back fall or back break fall, and then getting to the feet, standing in base.